Dear students, Salam Alaikum. Today we shall look at the second experiment, namely constant velocity tubes. The video from the lab is available on this link, and I'll put additional link here for the notes to be put in the Moodle. See, our lab has 6 colored tubes filled with colored waters, and there will be a bubble in each tube. You will use one tube at a time, and then you will write down the equation for the motion of the bubble. And since it is a constant velocity, which means zero acceleration, so your equation will be v final equal to vi plus at, or you can say final position equal to initial position plus velocity into time. So these are your equations from chapter 1 or 2 of your basic physics course. Now how will you go about doing the experiment? See, the aim of this experiment is to obtain an equation of motion of a rising bubble in a set of constant velocity tubes of different colors. And you will be using graphical method and no other method. See, from the data you can fish out an equation, but we will not do it. We will do it using a graph and not any calculations. So what all do you need here? Constant velocity tubes, meter scale, stopwatch, and glass markers. Glass markers are you can also use the whiteboard markers, and a graph paper definitely. See, this is the tube. Now what you will do is that most of the tubes are 1 meter long, and the formula is P is for position. Position as a function of time is P0 plus speed into time. V means speed, T is time. Now the theory will be given to you separately. Now what's the procedure? The procedure is summarized in the following steps. Select the tube and note its color. So you should know which color tube you are using. For 6 tubes, there will be 6 colors and 6 graphs. Hold the tube nearly horizontal and let the bubble reach one end of the tube. In a tube, the bubble is lighter than the liquid, so it will go to the surface of the liquid. So let it go to the surface of the liquid. And what you will do is you will rotate the tube very fast and make the tube vertical. Then the bubble will be at the bottom of the liquid and will start slowly rising to the surface. And you'll be studying the motion of the bubble rising from the bottom to the surface. Now what you'll do is when you make the tube vertical, at the same time you'll switch on the stopwatch and measure the distance from the bottom of the tube and record the time of travel and the bubble's position. So after every 1 second you put a mark where the bubble is. And from these marks you'll measure the distance after you have finished the full motion of the bubble. You can take help from one more person if needed. Then plot the graph for position versus time. Find the slope. See, on the x-axis you'll have the time, and on the y-axis you'll have the position. So the slope will be p over t, delta p over delta t, and that will be the speed of the bubble. We'll discuss the graph shortly. Now you can compare the initial position from the graph and also from the tube, because the tube has an empty space, so the dead distance is your initial position. Then you'll repeat the experiment for 6 colors, and for each color you can do the experiment 2 times if needed. And what you'll do, you'll note down 5 positions, because the bubble moves very fast, so you cannot get more than 5 or 6 or 4 positions. In some tubes you'll get only 3 or 4 positions. So every 1 second you measure the position in centimeters, and then later on you can change to meters. Yeah, there's a graph in this experiment. Yes. Plot the graph for position versus time. This word has to be removed. Find the slope with which gives the speed. The y-intercept means the vertical intercept will give you the initial position of the bubble. After you have finished the experiment, you'll get the initial position of the bubble P0, then write the color of the tube. So not color. For the tube, you measure it from the tube, then you measure it from the graph, this P0, then calculate the velocity from the graph. Then the equation will be P of t equal to P0 plus velocity into time. Velocity means speed in this case. We are not worried about the direction, we know the direction. So this P0 you take from the graph, not from the tube. This graph and tube you have to just compare. Now let's look at the first solved example. Now there are 5 serial numbers. At 1.97 seconds, the position is 31. At 3.69 seconds, it is 43.3. At 6.10 seconds, it is 54.9. It need not be exactly 1 second. It's about 2 seconds here, 3.5 here, 6 point something. So you can take the position at little bit random also, because very difficult to measure it at every 1 second. So you can take it at every 2.5 seconds. At 6.10 second, the position is 54.9 centimeters. We'll do the calculations in centimeters in this experiment. And at 7.09 seconds, it is 65.8 centimeters. And at 8.89 seconds, it is 79.5 centimeters. Now you put time on this axis and position on this axis. The position is from 31 to about 80. So you start with 0. Please do not start with 31. Your graph will not be right. You have to start with 0, 10, 20, like that, go up to about 100 centimeters. And here you'll need about 10 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now please remember, your graph will not be perfect. There are 5 points. At least 1 or 2 points will be outside the line. So you rotate your scale. First put the points. This is your time, this is your position. Then once you have put these two things on the graph, the yellow lines, the yellow columns I should say, after you put the point, do not look at the table. Take your scale and fit the best line, and do not do this graph on the computer. You have to do it by hand. No computer graphs are allowed. You should know how to do it with pencil on a graph paper. So put all the 5 points, then rotate your scale and choose the best line. The line will not go through the origin in this graph. It will go somewhere around between 15, 20, 25. Now once you have put the line, don't look at the points. Look first. Put the points, ignore the table. After you draw the line, do not look at these 5 points. Take any 2 points, like the point in the corner is very good. In your graph paper, you'll have lot of corners. Take 2 points. Now this is your position, this is your time. So do P2 minus P1 divided by T2 minus T1. Y2 minus Y1 divided by X2 minus X1. That is your slope, and slope is the speed. So first take the table from your data. Put the 5 points, forget about the table, draw the straight line and forget the 5 points. Once you get the straight line, that is your final thing, straight line. On straight line, take a point here and take a point here. Any 2 points where the numbers look easy to you. Then calculate the slope. So you can take 1 point here in the corner, another point, another corner will be here in your graph paper. This is computer graph, it does not show the corners. Corner means the full number. If you take in the middle, it will be fraction. So better try to take corner. This point is the corner. It is 2, 30. 2, 30. Now this point is also near the corner. It is 8, 71, something like that. So take 2 points, calculate the slope. Slope is the speed in this case. Then extend the line by scale to this y-axis. It will cut somewhere here. When it will cut somewhere here, this will be your P0. Now in this line, the P0 is how much? 16.9. The line will cut somewhere here. 16.9. Now the initial position is 16.9. The speed, the slope, you have 6.8 centimeters per second. If you want, you can change it to meters per second. How much is the equation of motion? Pt equal to P of t equal to P0 speed into time. P0 is 16.9. Speed is 6.8. Put the t here because the equation needs a variable. So put here. Now with this equation, you can calculate the speed of the bubble. See, your experiment stopped at 9 seconds, 8.89 seconds. Your experiment stopped here. But if you want to know when the speed is, what is the speed at 20 seconds, put it in the formula. At 20 seconds, put 20. T equal to 20 given in the question. P of 20 is P0 plus V into 20. 16.9 plus 6.8 into 20. 6.8 into 20 is 136. 136 plus 16.9 is 152.9 centimeters. This equation can be used to calculate the position of the bubble even before 2 seconds. If you want to know what happened at 1 second, put t equal to 1. You will get 16.9 plus 6.8. That will be 23.7 centimeters. So this equation will help you to know the position of the bubble at any time. So let me repeat. You start with your data from the lab, put the 5 points, draw the line. And from the line you will get the equation. After you get it the equation, don't look at the line. Now let me repeat the graph for the second color. Now we'll look at the green color. Again you have similar data, but the positions are changing. Only the first point is 2.97. Again you put the 5 points. You'll not get a perfect line. You'll always have 1 or 2 points outside the line. This is just touching. This is totally outside. Now join all of them. Choose the best line. Rotate your plastic scale. Then calculate the slope. After you have drawn the line, look for two corners. Take for 2 points P2 minus P1 divided by T2 minus T1. The slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. After you get the slope from the line, note it down. That is your speed. The slope is 2.2 here. You can read from the computer graph. And do not write so many numbers because in our lab you cannot see more than, in this experiment, 0.1 centimeter is difficult to catch. So there is no point of writing so many numbers here. Now extend the line with a scale, not with the hand. It will cut somewhere here, that is 9.2. The line is going to cut somewhere here, it is 9.2 centimeters. Do not take many numbers after the point. So your speed is there, P0 is there. So equation is P of t equal to P0 plus velocity into time. There is no acceleration, 9.2 plus 22.2 t. Now find the position after 10 seconds. This is the question. Read the question carefully. So write 10 here, write 10 here. This is a typing mistake that will be corrected. 2.2 into 10 is 22. 22 plus 9 is 31.2 centimeters. So that's it. Now these are the references, links. Please read these things, go through these things, these websites. And finally, this data is for the lab report. These are the times and these are the position. What we did for the two other graphs, you have to draw a graph here and this is 20 here. So whatever number you will see this in your notes, you do it. If it is 10, do it 10. If it is 30, do it in 30 seconds. Thank you. See you in the class, inshallah.